welcome. This is Sahara playing Mass Effect 3. Oh man, we went into the Citadel and ended up with a whole bunch of more quests. Look at them all. A lot of fetch quests. But anyway, we do have a new codex here. Planets.
The John Grissom, an unremarkable world located far from regularly traveled trade routes, Lessus is inhabited only by a small Asari colony. The main feature is a monastery that houses a large population of Asari with active or latent Ardot-Yakshi genes, a disorder that causes the death of anyone who mates with the afflicted Asari. Although some of the colonists exiled themselves voluntarily, many were sent to Lessus by their families to protect society from their deadly potential. The monastery emphasizes individual sacrifice for the good of the community. Latent Ardot-Yakshi, as well as active sufferers who show that they can control their condition, may be offered a chance to reintegrate into Asari society after spending sufficient time on Lessus. Active Ardot-Yakshi whose psychological profiles show capacity for neither empathy nor re-education are confined to the monastery for life.
Or killed by their mother, like Samara did with her daughters. All of her daughters ended up with that disease, and she killed them all. But she never told us about this monastery that they could have went to, right? All right. Secondary codexes. The Reaper War. Oh my gosh. The Reaper War. The fall of Earth. The Reapers took Earth in a matter of hours. The Alliance knew the first wave would arrive from Batarian space, but they were unprepared for the speed and scale of the attack. Oops. The Reapers bypassed the 6th and 7th fleets of Terra Nova and Eden Prime, flying straight from relay to relay where they could neither be tracked nor intercepted. The tactic was unexpected since the navies of organic species would never risk coming out of FTL within combat range or leaving enemies at their backs to threaten supply lines. At Arcticus Station, more than a dozen Reaper capital ships engaged the Alliance's 2nd, 3rd, and 5th fleets. This was mere screening for the main force. Dozens more capital ships continued through the Charon relay, where the 1st fleet had been laying in wait, but was soon destroyed. The 4th fleet, near Earth, had a few minutes of advance warning. It stood no better chance. After destroying Earth's convoys, smaller Reaper destroyers wiped out all GPS and communication satellites in Earth's orbit and cut the undersea fiber optic cables that linked the continents. Earth's resistance now relies on outdated radio towers and a few quantum entanglement communications whose matched pairs happen to be on other continents or outside the Sol system. Communication is so limited that the fate of entire nations remains unknown. The capital ships bombarded defense installations and industrial centers, annihilating entire cities with populations in the low millions, including Adelaide, Hamburg, Al-Jabal, and Fort Worth. Wow. Meanwhile, Reaper destroyers descended into the atmosphere to melt roads and capture population centers with minimal loss of life. This is not an example of the Reapers being merciful. More likely, they are hurting their prey to make the coming harvest that much easier. Yeah, I totally get that. They don't want to, they know they're going to kill people, humanity, but they also want to harvest us too. So they're going to try to do the least amount of damage they can. The fall of Karshan. For every 1,000 Batarian refugees, there are 1,001 stories about how the Reapers invaded the Batarian systems. A few elements are common to almost every version, however. The Reapers arrived first in the Belor system and immediately destroyed its communications network. The Hegemony's Department of Information Control blamed the loss of signal on space weather, but scrambled ships to the system nonetheless. Within a day, Reaper capital ships appeared in the Hassa system and descended on the Batarian homeworld. For all the rhetoric about the Hegemony's military prowess, the response to the Reapers was uncoordinated. Moments after the information minister took to the extranet and announced that unknown ships were destroying all space traffic near their planet, the defense minister declared there was no reason to panic. Really? Huh. The planet's convoys were destroyed next, creating an ominous silence that has persisted ever since. Fearing they were next, Batarian colonies across hegemon space began evacuations. So many refugees poured into the human-occupied Exodus cluster that Systems Alliance officials at first thought the Batarians were invading. I imagine they would, because they didn't know what was going on either. More systems have gone dark as their convoys were destroyed, and millions more Batarians trapped on their planets sit waiting for the Reapers. Wow, that would be hard. The Battle of Palaven. I'm not going to read all of these. When Tetris fell, the Turians knew little about the Reapers except that they wanted to enrage the Turians. Staying calm, the Turians massed in force around Palaven, their home world. Fleet Admiral Eric's, in what became known as the 15-minute plan, stationed only 2 carriers. Undaunted and Resolute, that's the name of the carriers, near the system's relay. When the Reaper fleet emerged, the carriers launched swarms of unmanned fighters and space drones. These were quickly destroyed, but the drones transmitted vital data on the Reaper's effective range, fleet composition, and exact location. The Turians' other ships then deployed to defend the system in earnest. Knowing that the Reaper's weapons had a larger effective range than any of his own, Coronith made a short, daring FTL jump, landing his dreadnought in the middle of the Reaper fleet. Wow. The dreadnoughts then turned to line up their main guns on the Reapers, which also needed to turn to fire on the Turians. This ploy used the Reapers' size against them. Because they could turn faster, the Turian dreadnoughts locked targets first, and their concentrated firepower downed several Reaper capital ships. The Reapers countered instantly. Their destroyers performed a jump of their own to the skies above Palaven, beginning orbital strikes on Turian cities. The Turians, forced to defend the planet, found themselves in a pitched battle far from the relay, from which emerged a seemingly endless line of Reaper ships. After massive casualties, Cororiada ordered retreat. The Turians insist that Palaven is not lost. The battle has merely moved to the ground. Reaper troop transporters have dumped hordes of husks to capture Palaven's inhabitants, but met with little success. Reaper capital ships are destroying city after city, but much of the Turian fleet is still operable, and the citizenry is heavily armed. The Turians refuse to be intimidated. Okay, so let's look at our war assets now. So our new one, we have the Terminus fleet. I think this was updated. Yep, the Eclipse Corporation specializes in smart security solutions, developing tactics around surgical strikes, sabotage, and electronic warfare. These mercenaries are supported by a sizable army of combat mechs and rely heavily on tech for support in combat. I'm up to minimum now. Well, almost up to minimum. Citadel Defense Force. The Council created the Citadel Defense Force. Okay, updated. Warning people on the Citadel prepare for the war has improved civilian readiness. It has become easier for people to travel through Asari space to join family and friends on Thisa. Spectre Authorization released medical supplies from customs to the Memorial Hospital, improving the quality of patient care. Spectre gave CSEC permission to tap into surveillance on private citizens. CSEC used the footage to make several arrests, improving security. CSEC was authorized to train a civilian militia, strengthening their defenses forces. Housing was found for students from Grinsom Academy, too young to work on the Protheum device. These gifted teenagers have been helping, however, by dealing with any repetitive problems that can't be delegated to VIs. CSEC is focusing on smaller crimes and misdemeanors. This has spread their forces thin, decreasing efficiency when dealing with larger threats. I didn't want that. I didn't do that. After reassurances that keeping money in the bank is critical to the war effort, Bolus merchants are making donations to relief efforts and defense forces on the Citadel. Schematics recovered by Commander Shepard are helping CSEC easily locate and shut down active turrets left by Cerberus on the Citadel. Borgia labor team. The socialized Borgia were a maintenance and calibration crew on a small scientific outpost orbiting whatever. Okay, so now they are helping us. And we have Asari. Have the Solarian. The Solarians bring cutting-edge warships and their best tactical minds to the fight against the Reapers. Turian. The threat of Turian firepower once kept entire armies in check. Now the hierarchy's vast fleets and numerous soldiers are needed to win the largest war in galactic history. Oh, I'm sorry. I did that wrong. Okay. Asari. Here we go. We have a science team. We have a second fleet. And we have the sixth fleet. Okay. Solarian. Oh, the STG task force. Okay, so they came on in line with us. And the Turians. Okay. So we're up to minimum. But we're not, there's no way we could win with that. No, no way! Do I have any private messages? I bet I do. Oh, I want to go see my new...
Cerberus bastards. And Udina too. Son of a bitch.
That's crap. Udina made a deal with the devil. He got what he deserved.
He did.
Commander, I've got a lead on something interesting. Have you got a minute?
Sure.
Commander, I've found something you need to see.
What have you got?
A group of Cerberus scientists cut ties and fled. Perhaps they finally realized they were on the wrong side. We don't know what they were researching, but they were among the Elusive Man's top scientists. They could help build the Crucible.
Could we trust them?
Unless they're indoctrinated and this is a ruse to get Cerberus close to the Crucible.
I'm not suggesting we trust them fully, but it could be worth investigating.
Has the Alliance tried to make contact with the scientists?
They've been unable to find them, but they're searching. As is Cerberus. I've been monitoring Cerberus communications. I've charted signal frequency from various Cerberus cells by location and cross-referenced known ship movements.
You found them?
I believe so, yes.
Nice work. Put it on the map and I'll give it a look.
Thanks for your time, Commander. Commander?
Okay. Yeah, I want to go see my new just my new tank, right? And it has some new fish, and I should have some new models here. Oh, that's getting really full. But where'd my sea hamster go? Space hamster, not sea hamster. All right, let's check here. Oh, see, there's a green light. I never knew that. Oh, what's this? Review squad abilities. Oh. I forgot I could do that here. So, there's Kaidan. Hi, Kaidan. So all right, so we've got our 6 members, mostly men. We only have 2 women. The rest are all men. Strange, right? I think last time in Mass Effect 1, it was 3 women, 3 men. So I'll be taking Kaidan out with me. I want to get exit out of here. But I'm not going anywhere. Review squad abilities and change appearances. Okay. So, oh my gosh, look at all these. Game night from Samantha Trainer. Commander, thanks for taking the time to speak with the civilian. I'd love to see how Commander Shepard kills time between missions. Why don't you give me a call if you'd like to grab drinks in your cabin? I promise a night of fun and games. Trainer. Okay. Citadel interview. Your cabin? From Diane Allers. The networks are going wall to wall with coverage of the attack on the Citadel. Everyone's asking questions about Udina's death. Can I get an hour or so with you to talk about what happened? I'm thinking your cabin rather than the conference room so we don't get interrupted. I heard you knew the counselor personally. If you need some time alone or don't want to talk about it, just say the word. Meet me at the bar. From Jack. The students are kicking ass and taking names. They're keeping them on short rotation so they don't burn out. So we end up with lots of shore leave. Next time you hit the Citadel, come by Purgatory. I'll be there. If I'm not blowing shit up in the field. Well, I just saw you, so this must have ended up... After... Yeah. New article on Cerberus. Ecilium. An evacuation shuttle nearly destroyed as it attempted to escape the Reaper-occupied colony Ecilium was reportedly saved after a lone biotic worker intervened. The shuttle was carrying children who drew higher numbers on the colony's evacuation lottery, meaning they were not eligible to board the first wave of shuttles leaving the planet. Their shuttle was saved when the bionic, identified by authorities as Irish Agdacio, engaged Reaper forces that were preventing it from taking off. Agdacio had a history of drug abuse and criminal activity and claimed to have survived a Servius camp on Pragia as a child. Oh, Irish. He's the one that was in Mass Effect 2. Witness said he killed several dozen Reaper creatures before he was overwhelmed, providing the shuttle just enough time to fly clear. He was Jack. We decided to let him go. Jack was going to kill him, I think. Duelish Mole. From Adrian Victus, Commander Shepard. Servius just ambushed a Turian cruiser full of high-ranking hierarchy officials. The cruiser managed to escape, but its location was top secret. Servius couldn't have located that ship without inside information, and the only other person who knew the cruiser's position was Volus Ambassador Din Kolak. I've heard ugly rumors of a bounty out for his head. Yeah, we've talked to him in Mass Effect 1. My advisors insist I can't bring these accusations against him myself. I admit they're right. The Turian and Volus economics are tightly intertwined, and now isn't the time for the political crisis that would result, but the security of our fleets is at stake. I ask that you investigate him in your capacity as a Spectre and find out if he is indeed a Servius Mole. I forwarded information on his last known location to the Spectre office on the Citadel. Okay. Got a minute? From James Vega. Hey, Commander. Just wondering if you've got some time in the near future. Nothing critical. Just wanted to chat. Sure. K-Legs Dossier from Stephen Hackett. Shepard, as promised, here is what we have on K-Ling. Lang? Name, data systems, age of enlistment 16, credentials were fake, tour of duty, Exodus cluster patrol, accepted into interplanetary competitive, dishonorably discharged and imprisoned after charge of first-degree murder. Wow, okay. Cerberus activities. After joining service as spotty, what is known is that the elusive man arranged for Ling's escape from prison, employing him as an operative for the next 10 years. Ling is now believed to be the elusive man's most trusted agent because he doesn't have me anymore, right? Working as an infiltrator and assassin, his cybernetic modifications appear to include Servius's Phantom-class implants, which he never gave me any of those. Priority, Citadel shore leave. Admiral Hackett, Commander Shepard, I'm ordering the Normandy into the dry dock on the Citadel for much-needed repairs. She's seen a lot of action lately and needs a little TLC. A small army of techs will take care of the details once you arrive, so let's get your crew out of there. You're all on shore leave, that's an order. We need everybody at their best. One more thing. Admiral Anderson has an apartment on the wards. Head over there when you arrive. I hear it's a nice place. Well, we were just got out of the Citadel. I'm not going back. Oh, let's invite Trainer.
Trainer, if you're not doing anything, I've got a few hours free. Would you like to come up?
All right, so let's see what she has to say.
Your cabin is gorgeous. I've seen apartments smaller than this. Oh, an actual shower. The faucets in the women's bathroom are crap, by the way. In any event, I thought you might be in the mood to play.
Chess?
I bought a board on the Citadel. GUI interface, not nearly as much fun as real pieces. But I hoped you might give me some pointers.
Oh, you're flirting with me. How about a shower? No. No.
The most exciting thing you can think of is playing chess?
Well, if you're not up for the challenge.
Try me. Ha! Oh, come on.
My word, Commander. It's almost as though you wanted to spare your pawns the indignity of living under my regime.
In real life, that tactic would have worked.
Well, in real life, one doesn't move on an 8x8 square grid.
Exactly.
You know what I mean. The pawns are infantry. A good infantry line like the Krogan can take a charge like that.
That reminds me of a joke. What's the difference between Commander Shepard and a Krogan? One is an unstoppable juggernaut of head-butting destruction.
Yeah, I get it. That's me.
And the other doesn't have a smart-ass comm officer to keep her in line.
Ooh, that's even better than the number of testicles punchline.
I'm glad you didn't run back to the lab, Trainer.
Thanks. So, rematch?
Hell yes.
Okay. So that's all it was we could have got, so we could have got romantic with her if we wanted, and Kaidan's back, so... Okay, what did you say?
Commander?
See, some of this isn't that she wanted to talk to me? Is that where we're getting? Okay. All right. Oh. I should go talk to Joker and Edie, see what they're up to, right? Before we go out and start doing some crap. Since the last 2 episodes have just all been talking and moving around and doing stuff. Okay, guys, do you have a good
time? Have a hard time recruiting now.
So Cerberus wanted to go into politics, huh? Nice job shutting those assholes down.
Didn't you used to work for those assholes?
Yeah, we did.
Something about leather seats.
I worked for Cerberus when they were vigilantes helping the helpless. Now they're a little too mainstream. And evil.
Yeah.
The important thing is that you kick their asses. And Kaidan's back. He even remembered the first rule of serving on the Normandy. Don't shoot the commander.
Be nice.
Go easy on Kaidan. He's been through a lot.
Yeah, like drawing a gun on a superior officer, nearly getting the council killed. That's not going to look good on the yearly performance review.
That wasn't his fault.
Commander?
How about you, Edie? Did you have fun?
Hello, Shepard.
What's on your mind, Edie?
The destruction of the Reaper on Tuchanka. It is rare for a technologically superior force to be destroyed by an inferior one.
Yeah, so now all we need is a gun that fires thresher maws.
That was a joke.
I'm sorry, Shepard. I was contemplating.
Yeah.
The Reapers are more fallible than they proclaim. Despite its best efforts, the one on Tuchanka was destroyed by a worm. This has caused me to reassess the probable period of time before I am non-functional.
What?
You're worried about dying?
In a sense. My processing power is consumed with calculations to help us combat the Reapers. but I can run those scenarios with the rest of the crew. May I ask you another question that troubled Jeff?
Here we go again.
What is the purpose of synthetic life?
Whatever it wants to be? Yeah.
It's not that different from organic life. A free-willed synthetic chooses what it wants.
But the purpose of organic life is to preserve itself long enough to replicate copies of its genes in succeeding generations.
True.
My purpose is not so clear. The other successful synthetic life forms that I have examined for comparison are the Geth and the Reapers.
There's more to organics than just reproduction.
Reproduction isn't all there is. We find meaning in the work we do. Good deeds we accomplish. Love.
I see. I will search my files on the biographies of humans to see if prominent figures follow the pattern you suggest. It appears many humans did in fact do so.
That was quick. Gotta love quantum computing.
Shepard, I will alter my processing power to give priority to your stated goals. Duty, altruism, love.
Wait, you're just gonna turn yourself good? Can you do that?
It should take some time. If I have further questions, I will speak with you again. Thank you.
So you're gonna have morals now, right? Is that what you're saying? Oops, where am I going? Okay, yeah, time to go talk to people. Where was Kaidan at, by the way? What area is he in? Kaidan is starboard observation. Okay, that's where you are. Garrus is in the mess hall? Okay.
Commander, Admiral Anderson is available in the war room on VidCom.
Oh no, really? Why? Why?
Commander.
On, get back into there. Why do we have to keep going? Alright, you're up. I think the VidCom is up here, isn't it? Up here. Alright.
Shepard. I was hoping you'd check in again.
You okay?
Been putting my old academy training to use. Organizing the resistance. You know, you've got quite a fan club back here.
Really?
Any news we hear about the Normandy gives hope to the guys in the trenches.
Well, that's good to
I know
hear.
what that's like, fighting in the dark. I'm glad we're making a difference.
It's more than that. A lot of these people have never held a gun in their life.
I'm sure they hadn't.
When they heard that you managed to get the Turians and Krogan to cooperate, that was a shot in the arm, Shepard. Of the one thing we're in short supply around here. Faith. That any of us will live to see another day.
How bad is it?
It could be worse, but not much.
Can you still coordinate any kind of counterattack?
We're hitting the Reapers every chance we get. Mostly guerrilla-style hit-and-runs, but it's not enough. It's time we started focusing our efforts.
Where?
London. Something big is happening there. Our networks in the UK say the Reapers have arrived in huge numbers.
Wow. Good. Fish in a barrel?
I don't like the sound of that. Any more details?
No. And that scares the hell out of me.
Well, the Crucible will scare the hell out of the Reapers.
We're counting on it. Oh, and Shepard, I meant what I said earlier about Kaidan. The Reapers may seem like our biggest threat, but take it from me. Lang is a vicious bastard. Don't underestimate him.
Noted.
Then I'll let you get back to it. We need whatever good news you can send our way. Anderson out.
Okay. So the Reaper's going to be doing something with... Oops, I did that wrong. The Reaper's going to be doing something with London, huh? Why London? Of course, we were in Canada. Montreal, which I thought is...
Shepard.
Come on, through there. Okay. So, crew deck. Oh, here's Garrus.
Shepard. Hell of a day. Udina loses his mind, the Citadel almost falls, and you almost had to put down a friend.
A
Yeah.
little tense there.
If it had come down to it, could you have pulled the trigger?
Well, I'm not going to tell him that I would have, but yes, I could have.
If they hadn't backed down, yes. This war is bigger than any one person.
I'll be sure to remember that next time we have a disagreement. Still, I'm glad Kaidan didn't have to join Ash.
I know.
Losing one was enough.
Is that all it was for?
Good to have Kaidan back. We can always use a friendly gun. Good to have Kaidan back.
Yep.
We can always use a friendly gun.
Okay. Anybody else in here? Nope. Okay. Just want to make sure that he wasn't, Are you in here? No. What's this? Oh, okay. Won't let me into the men's bathroom. We have all these rooms yet, so I still think that, when they said the mess, I thought he was going to be over here, right?
May I speak with you, Commander?
Yes, you may, but we have something over here. Bonus powers. What is defense matrix? Reinforce armor with protective. Purge the currents to restore shields. No, I don't want to change what I have. I like slam. This is the reassign. I don't think there's anything in here. I just want to make sure. Nope. Yes, Doctor. I knew you wanted to talk. What did you have?
Commander, an opportunity has come to my attention that may interest you.
What's going on, Doctor?
Refugees arrived at the Citadel recently in possession of military-grade medical supplies and equipment. In reviewing our inventories, I determined we have an excess of medical supplies to treat contagion, exposure, and malnutrition.
They're equipped to help injured soldiers, and we have supplies to help suffering refugees.
Precisely. Perhaps you could ply your charms to broker a trade.
Isn't this something you could do yourself?
War profiteering is running rampant, and these refugees are wary of the Alliance military. They didn't trust me. But you are Commander Shepard, the hero. You could persuade them.
Sure, I'll try.
I'll find the refugees as soon as I can.
Speak with Tactus. Many of the refugees near the Citadel docks look to him for leadership. Thank you, Commander.
Okay, so
with access to their equipment and materials, I believe I could increase the effectiveness of our Medigel.
Oh, okay. But I must get Medigel automatically when I come back, because she doesn't ever have it here, you know what I mean? All right, let's go talk to Liara.
Per your orders, I have the latest reports on the Council, Doctor. Their security is in disarray, but it would still be weeks before we could attempt to position any agents in their personal staff.
And it's far too risky after Udina's coup. Postpone those deployments.
At once.
Upgrades. Oh, advanced bionic implants. Yeah, it says advanced amp is a sophisticated. Okay, so I can do one or the other. Power cooldown bonus, power damage, or recharge speed. Power damage or recharge speed. I think power damage, I think my power damage is fine. I'd rather do the increased speed, right? Okay. That'll work. Let's see here. What do you got? Oh, you do have some stuff on here. Prothean notes, entry 3. If what Javik says is true, his people were imperialists who left the rest of the galaxy quaking in terror. Yeah, and I think he would sacrifice all of us with all they thought if it could bring them all back again. I reviewed my old notes today. They're so childish. Did we romanticize the Protheans because we were dazzled by the technology they left behind? Are these really the people I dedicated my life to studying? What a disillusionment! Disillusionment meeting your heroes, right? Because they're never what we pretend them to, what we build them up in our minds to be at all. Auto recording from Counselor Senate Office. Secretary Phillips, the emergency fund's gone. The emergency fund's gone, sir. We don't have the credits to hire enough ships to evacuate the colony before the Reapers get here. Not with the prices their captains are asking for. The counselor. What about the military? The secretary. They left an hour ago. They said it's too much of a risk to come back. The counselor. Did they? Yes, sir. Here. Is this a passkey, sir? And an inventory? I am authorizing you on behalf of the city senate to seize any and all easel supplies in our treasury in order to secure safe passage for our citizens on any available ships. These look like private stockpiles, senate members' stockpiles. I'm foregoing re-election. Now get us those ships. Yes, sir. So he was going to go, okay. But he did what he needed to do. He did what he needed to do. He put the civilians in front of his own personal gain, right? Which is someone you want in office. Call from Kaylee Sanders to Jack. Hey, Sanders, checking on the kids? How are they, Jack? They'll do good. This going to be long? I kind of got crap to do. I wanted to tell you I persuaded some Alliance friends to part with their bionic amp. You and the children were testing at Grinsome. You can pick it up at the Citadel. Damn, one of the L3Xs? You know how much shit I could tear up with one of those installed? I had an idea. Look after yourself. Yeah, and hey, thanks. Email from Kaylee Sanders to David Anderson. David, you won't get this for a while unless you find an extreme connection working on Earth. I made it out to this weapon we're building. The device isn't even halfway complete and it's the most breathtakingly complicated piece of technology I've ever seen. I wish you could see this thing we're creating. It gives me hope. Take care for my sake. Yeah, I think that they definitely have something going between them.
Perhaps we can talk later.
Oh, so she didn't want to say anything. You don't have any take on about what happened
At your service.
on the Citadel? With Udina? All right, engineering. I think this is where I'll find him at, right? Kaidan? No, this is Javik.
Traitors are the worst form of enemy.
Yeah, they are.
In our cycle, we would remove their limbs one by one and offer them a choice. Eat their own flesh or starve.
Oh my
the
god.
The politician deserved far worse than a bullet. And if the other human had not seen reason, his death would be certain too. There is only one enemy in this war. Reapers. No others will be tolerated.
Yeah, they have a very black and white look on life.
I would like to visit the Citadel sometime, when it is not infested with traitors. I've heard about the Kaidan human you encountered. It is good to have a name for the enemy I will enjoy killing most.
Wow.
Yes.
He is very bloodthirsty. But, you know, he grew up in war, too. In his defense, he grew up in war.
Those FBA couplings you got last tour are still holding up. Thanks again, Commander.
Okay.
Shepard. Commander,
Alright, so where is, Kaidan? Is he over here on this other... Oop.
Breaking now, the Citadel in flames. A brazen attack by Cerberus, repelled by C-Sec. Alliance Marines explain the Council fleet's delayed response. We speak with the brave men and women who fought the good fight in the battle space. Commander, I've got some questions about the coup, but I'm online with my producer right now. Can we set up an interview in your cabin?
Sure.
Call me up when you're ready for that interview, Commander. Do we need to talk, Commander?
No, carry on.
Not right now, Allers.
Let me know when we do.
Alright, so where is Kaidan? He is... I'm on engineering. Is he in the shuttle? No. Where was he at? He's starboard observation, which is where I was at. He's over here. How did I miss him? He's right off the cruise quarters. Okay. He was right off the cruise quarters. So that's life support that I didn't even come in here. Oh, yes, I did come in here. Okay. Starboard. This is port. So starboard is on this side. Because this is the cruise quarters. I didn't see him in here. Oh, there he is.
All seems so calm from here. There are people going through hell in a million different ways. Out there. And I want to be fighting alongside them, but... I want to be here. You know?
Sure. Thinking of anyone specific?
I heard from my mom, Shepard. My dad is, he's MIA. He's presumed.
What happened?
Tell me what happened.
Dad's family owns an orchard in the BC interior. They were headed out there on a shuttle the day of the attack. He left Mom at the orchard and reported for active duty. That's all we know, but it's enough. She's alone in this now. In all this.
I feel for you, Kaidan. And I'm glad you told me. There's strength in camaraderie. And empathy.
Thanks. You're right. I don't know how you do it, Shepard. Keeping it all together like you do. Earth is always in the back of my mind. Haunting me.
So use it. That's how I cope. I think about how Earth looked. And how it's gonna look when we get back. Guns blazing, the whole galaxy behind us.
Yeah. And my students. Well, wherever they are. I know they're kicking ass. On Earth or somewhere. You know, when this war is over, there's gonna be one hell of a reunion party.
Yep.
Hell yeah.
Dancing in the streets, hugging and crying. My mom's always wanted to travel off planet. I think I'll take her. Thanks for coming by.
Good to have you back, Kaidan.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. I want to get romantic with you this time.
Hey, I bumped into Edie in the hall. Scared the shit out of me. You could have warned me. She looks good, though.
Of course she does.
Getting settled?
Not much to unpack. Left Earth in a hurry. Just the clothes on my back and a few things I've picked up on the Citadel. Kinda like it. Living lean. Cerberus didn't cut corners rebuilding this place. There's a whole lot of credits in here. Can't wait to get back out there. Can't wait to get back out there.
Yep, I figured that would be it. Okay. So, down into engineering, the shuttle bay, we were just want to make the rounds with everybody, right?
Commander, I feel terrible about leaving you on Grissom Academy like that.
I did order you to leave.
Yeah, doesn't make me feel any better. I'm just glad it all worked out. Never thought I'd be doing a combat drop onto the Citadel.
No.
I can't believe Udina. Great example to the other races, huh? Hello, Commander.
Okay. Weapon bench. Weapon upgrades. Procurement. I'm sorry, this was. Yeah, these were these things. Was there anything? I don't think this was anything that we could do. I suppose I should be buying more stuff. I don't know. Hi there, dude. Come here. You're gonna stop so I can. Hey.
Hey there.
Okay, I can talk to it. Oh, now you're in my way. There you go. Okay, James, how you doing over here? Did you lose your shirt?
Hey, Commander.
Oh,
I knew Dino was a dirty bastard, but I never would have guessed he was that rotten. This whole war is loco. I mean, can't they all see how we need to work together?
Yep.
When people are scared, they're slow to trust.
Sure, but... what's the point? Look, just so you know, I've got a new shoot first, ask questions later policy when it comes to politicians.
Fair enough.
Yep.
That Jack is a mean SOB, but kind of hot. If you like that sort of thing.
Well, I have a feeling you do.
So, Anderson and Sanders. That's quite a couple.
Yep.
Huh. My dad's last name is Sanders. No relation. Hey.
Okay. So back to CIC now, and let us see. We got so much stuff to do. Do I have any points to spend? I got 4, but I don't have enough. Okay. Medical supplies, look at all this crap. Oh, Volus Ambassador, it's all on this Citadel. So we're just gonna go out. I'm gonna save. We're just gonna go out and do some cruising around, right? Some things got updated on our map. I don't think there was anything here that we could pick up. No. Alrighty, so we got investigate Asari. Oh, okay. Find ex-Servia scientists. These are the areas that we were in before. Oh, that's new. This one is still only... Maybe we can finally get that, right? Where are you at? It's this one over here that's only 50% done. Because the last time we were here, the damn Reapers were everywhere. Here we go, over here. Where is it at? Come on.
Reapers eluded.
Oh, I found it.
Light jump successful.
All right, I found it. No!
Evasion successful.
All right, so I need to come in up there. Oh, I'm coming in the wrong way. No! Run, 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 run!
Reapers eluded.
I need to come in up here, right? Is that how we do it? Oh, it's not letting me, but at least I found it.
Faster than light jump successful.
Damn it. Ah, they're just here. They're just like right there. See, because it's right next to this thing up here. Oh, I'm gonna get killed. I'm gonna get killed! Alright, that's enough of it. This is just a hard one to get. Oop. Alright. So, this is a new one, I'm thinking. I don't remember being here. No, we haven't been here. 'Cause... Oops. Come on. So we need to go to pause. Paz? I'm gonna be running out of juice.
Signal confirmed.
Did we get... Whoop, we did. We got 160. Okay. Can we get this one done in time? Come on, move. Where are you at? There you are. We got protein data drives. Cool.
Reapers eluded.
Whoo, but we got 100% of it, right? Alright, and then we need to go up here. I know we're gonna run out of gas. I can't even see the damn thing. That's a new one here too. Uh-oh.
I found something. Faster than light jump successful.
Okay.
Evasion successful.
I can't figure out how to do that. There? Investigate. Oh, I think they got me. They got me. Yeah!
Reapers eluded.
Okay. All right. Well, that gives me enough to get back to mass relay. Oh. Wow, these are big ones.
Faster than light jump successful. Evasion successful.
Okay, so we got some of those done. We got that all done. This is a new one up here. Speak with Quarians. Oh, the far rim. Let's go there. Are we going to see Tally? This is probably a DLC also, right? I have no idea. Oh, do we have a fuel ship? We don't have any fuel. Oh, this takes us to somewhere else. Oh, I don't have enough fuel for this. No, I don't. And there's no fuel depot here. All right. I can't think of where there's a fuel depot at, because there isn't one in our home world, you know? I wish there was. There isn't one in where the Citadel is at. You'd think there would be. I think there's one here. Is there one here? Come on. Here we go. Okay, now we can go explore that one area. Bar room. And then down here. We might be safe. Uh-oh. Ooh, here they come! I'm not finding anything here.
Reapers eluded. Faster than light jump successful.
Well, let's quit dickering around with that. We'll find it. Oop, come here. Come on. So we're going to take Kaidan and over here. So, this diplomatic frigate is like no Cornian ship on record. Its hull is relatively low temperature and appears to be venting heat in a manner similar to that of the Normandy when it comes out of stealth mode. How the Quarians developed this high-tech vessel is unknown, but its hailing frequencies are open and welcoming messages are being tight-beamed to the Normandy. Well, let's go dock.
Commander Shepard, a pleasure to see you again. Though I wish it were under better
Oh, it's her.
I'd hope for your support in the fight against the Reapers. What's going on?
17 days ago, with precision strikes on 4 Geth systems, the Quarians initiated the war to retake our homeworld.
Which was a clear violation of our agreement with the Council to avoid provoking the Geth.
A treaty violation is nothing compared to recovering our homeworld and advanced AI technology.
So, this was a terrible thing to do at this time.
Your homeworld? You mean Renok?
Correct, Commander. 300 years ago, we lost our world to our own AI creations, the Geth.
After we attempted to kill them.
We didn't try to kill them, Chorus. We tried to deactivate them. It wasn't murder.
She is the voice of, oh my god, Morgan in Dragon Age. Yeah. We didn't try to kill them. We tried to deactivate them. It wasn't murder. Well, the Quarians were wrong for attacking them.
No, it was murder.
Commander, the Quarians never intended to create a true AI. It was an accident.
Which you chose to correct by trying to kill them.
Yep.
Don't bother. Admitting we were wrong would undercut the justification for this suicidal invasion plan.
Well, invading was a mistake.
You're throwing yourselves at the Geth? Again?
And this time, we may have destroyed our people for good.
We'd driven the Geth back to the home system when this signal began broadcasting to all Geth ships.
The Reapers.
Under Reaper control, the Geth are significantly more effective. Our fleet is pinned in the home system. If we're going to win,
Wait! You insisted on involving the civilian ships, Admiral Gerrel. We need to retreat or we'll lose the light ships.
Where's the signal coming from?
Here. A Geth dreadnought. It can outgun anything we've got, and it's heavily defended.
The Normandy's stealth drive can get us in undetected. I could board, then disable the Reaper command signal.
Yes, cutting off the signal should throw the Geth into complete disarray.
And while they're confused, you get to a mass relay and retreat.
Good. Our civilian ships have seen too much fighting already. Are you certain you can disable the signal?
We'll get you out of there safely, Admiral.
Our newest Admiral has also volunteered to offer technical expertise.
Tally! So you're the new Admiral.
Us, Normandy, reporting for duty.
Glad you could make it, Tally. Admirals, already a team to hit that dreadnought.
Thank you, Commander.
Wow. Okay.
Admiral?
It's mostly a formality. I'm an expert on the Geth.
That you are.
I'm glad you're here.
If I'd known it was this bad, I would have come sooner.
You've had your own troubles. I'm sorry about Earth. We've got the largest fleet in the galaxy. If you can help us, we'll hit the Reapers with everything we've got. Or however much is left from this stupid war.
I thought you'd support the invasion.
No. After talking to Legion, I thought maybe there was a chance for peace.
So why help them?
I'm an admiral. People look to me for guidance. Public disagreement would divide the fleet.
I'll get your people out of here safely, Tally.
Thanks, Shepard. And just so you know, I need to keep things strictly business in front of the admirals. If you'd like to catch up, let's talk somewhere private.
Sure thing.
Yeah, Legion. I forgot about Legion. He
I'm
was a
ready to get
Geth.
that dreadnought whenever you are.
We didn't use him very much in, we didn't use him very Priority Geth Dreadnought. Yeah, we didn't, use him very much in Mass Effect 2, because he came in like towards the end of the game, and yeah, he was pretty cool. I liked him. A Geth who explained everything, that there were two different Geths. Yep. So now where are we going? Disable the Dreadnought. So we're going over here to the Perseus Veil. Shall we do this and get this done? Because then we have... I don't know if we're going to be able to do it, right? I'll try. I will try. But while we're here, before we do this, let's go ahead and save. What time is... Oh, it's an hour. So I'm going to go ahead and close down this episode. And when we come back, we will be going after to disable the Geth Dreadnought. So if you're enjoying, click like, leave a comment, subscribe. And thank you so much for watching. Sahara out.